I'm being censored a bit now on YouTube, which is cool. So it must mean like I'm finally touching some nerves or making a sound. I made a video on this already, and it got shut down. It got shut down a bit. I wanted to debunk loads of etymology. My hero is an etymologist, Friedrich Wilhelm Nietzsche, and one of my many heroes. Heroes, very good taste in heroes, you know, Alexander as well. But anti-heroes, just loads of anti-heroes as well. You want to study those a bit. It's the spirit of Luke, is to study the bad guys as well. But I made this list. I made this list of etymology. Etymology is study of words, or languages and things that come out of words, and, you know, cliches and stuff. And, you know, the French are retarded because their language actually keeps them in a state of being stupid. The way it's designed, and it's designed to keep a country down. So, like, I don't know. I might like a lot of French. They like rebel a lot. They protest a lot. I reckon I don't like French, but you know, they probably speak a little different, slightly different French in Belgium or something like this. You know what I mean? Slightly different French, but it's designed to keep you down. So, like, words keep you down, you know, and concepts are keeping you down, and that stuff are keeping you down. But I had this list here, and it is a horrible list. I'm looking at it here, and I had to even write on it in case somebody discovered it one day and thought what I was writing on my little list here, my little notes, and I had to write this an etymology exercise. Etymology, it's where words come from, kind of like it's better than a dictionary, you know what I mean? But I have all the horrible words that we use here now, and this is what's the problem. Is why it was a horrible list. It looks kind of ugly. But by this video, at the end of this video, I want it to be a neutralized list. So you're gonna hear some words. As a warning, I don't want this banned or censored on YouTube. You're going to hear words here that might sound a little dirty, and then we're going to clean them all up, and it's all going to be white paper by the end, and we're going to all be happy, and much more mature and wonderful adults. So we're starting at the very top. I just have it here. Nazi, N-A-Z-I. It's German for nationalism. I was told when I was about 21, and it changed my world altogether. I was like, is that what that word means? Nationalist. So, national flags, national anthems, your national president, your national everybody, you know, they're all nationalistic. I got over that pretty quickly, as that should be dealt with. That's just a nationalism. The Holy Roman Empire was invested into one nation, and that became a problem of Reich to National Party. But nationalism isn't a problem, really. If you want to ban nationalism, that's no problem with me. Like I said, ironically, Nietzsche, beyond Babel. Me and Nietzsche are beyond Babel. Which is ironic. But they were probably globalists, really, weren't they? If they're trying to take over the world. They weren't exactly nationalists. But, yeah, so beyond Babel. So I don't care if you want to cancel culture or if you want to erase nationalism. This Holly girl from England said it very well one day. It's like, we just get rid of all the flags and just have a universal font. Saying the same. Yeah, so you can cancel nationalism if you want to, but it's not a bad thing, you know, national anthems, national things, national pride. Look at Ukraine, you're also born in some Nazi fucking regime. Anyway, moving on to gayness. Gayness is happiness. The gayness pertaining to what you associate with same-sex relations is a gayness of, it's this wonderful gayness, it's a slightly godly gayness that they don't even know about in the LGBT communities, of when you don't care about what people think about you, other people, like slightly equally or inferior people around you, when you realise that their limit and their finitude of judgment, and you stop giving a shit about what they think because you know you can just think is better, if not better than them, and even better than that, what God thinks about you. I know it sounds weird, but it's more to do with you and God than you and other people. So when you're very honest with yourself, you become very gay, and that's what things being out there. You're very gay about who you are and yourself. God made me this way. They say that a lot kind of stuff, don't they? I'm not gay. I'm very celibate. They call me queer because I'm celibate a lot in the world. But I don't like much. These are okay, you know. Like, but so this gayness comes about. It's semi-religious. It's a gayness that you get from not caring about what other equally and stupid kind of judgmental creatures around you. They have their capacity for judgment only for self-judgment. It's this Kabbalistic principle. It's for self-judgment and self-categorization. So when you criticize and judge one another all the time like people do, it's terrible. It just leads to absolutely nothing. It's not supposed to be that way. If they knew what they were doing, they'd only be judging themselves and criticizing themselves and being harsh on themselves. So this comes from being over that. You don't care what people think, and you become very in touch with the world a bit more this way, because you have a lot of people pretending to be your friends, you know what I mean? I went through something like this, and you see who's your real friends, and you're very gay about it after a while. But anyway, I don't want to get through the list. It's kind of a big list, sorry. Homosexual is Latin, and that refers to a creature or an entity of some sort that could reproduce in itself, like a male frog that just gives birth to a boy or a girl. Homosexual. It's not real, really. It's mythological. It's an ideal, presumed concept that we assume upon some sort of primordial condition that must have given birth out of itself before gender existed. So it's a really, Latinian thing that it'd say, oh yeah, you homosexual then because you don't like girls. So that's just a weird word. It's not even it's good, not even good Latin. What do I have here? Oh, race. So I'm skipping through it. Like I said, your mind's going to be warped. There's no contingency to this. It's all very jumping from here to here and here to here. So sorry, it's not very smooth. As race here, racism, white and skin tone color or any of this kind of stuff. And I don't know where to go. I'm just going to say very genius, I'm pretty sure dark-skinned people, originals of Africa or Australia, anywhere around this equator area anyway, went through perdition. The world went through perdition at some point. I can explain how horrible this was and how fiery in the ring of fire this was. But the world went through perdition, and the nicest people, the best people on the face of the earth, basically turned real black at the very centre of the world, and all the other ones, and lots of other different people. There might have been some of the good ones among them, but most of them hid in caverns and turned pale and pasty and disease-ridden and, incestuous and stuff and lots of crap. And so just to talk about superior race, you know what I mean, it's most likely that the people who were superior ones were like not being burnt or consumed by the fire because they were... So yeah, it's just to think about race and superior races and things and shit like that. That's pretty ugly fucking looking pasty white boy. And these kind of handsome features that other people have in the world. But queer, it's on the list there. Queer. Okay. I think they just mean open-minded about things. I'm not sure what queer is. Nothing's like, if you like girls and you're a boy, then that's queer because it's opposite to you. If you're a girl that likes boys, you're like queer, that's opposite. If you're a boy that likes boys, it's somewhat less queer, isn't it? I don't know. But I don't know. Yeah. No two atoms are at any one point in the same configuration, even though they're the most same things they can be in the world. So there's no such thing as sameness. So the root of all ideal notions of sameness are comparison, like you said, comparing all the time and shit. Queerness is just another derivative of that. Animal fodder. You call each other lots of names. Angelic and proud here. Just let you know before I fuck off and die. These are all shit. Animal fodder. You call each other a lot of names. You call each other snakes for being sly, and you call each other pigs for being greedy. Even a mouse for being meek. You have all these names which are wonderful capacity for poetry, but it obviously over the history of literature and all this and history of your own self-revelation, you've revealed that man or people are all these things, aren't they? Sly and sneaky and greedy and piggy. So I wouldn't pin it on the pig or the donkey or the tail or anything like that, you know what I mean? We're collectively so fucking superior and wonderful, aren't we? Because we contain all these horrible things. So lay off the animals, gypsies. Kike. Kike is on the list here. Kike is like from etymology dictionary. That helped me look up your etymology dictionary online. Kike is kickle, circle, kirkle, kickle. So you call them. So you might call someone. Someone might say kike. This is a wonderful thing because accusing someone of being a kike means you keep in your circle, as in you keep in a community, you keep in your family. And you prosper, probably, you do things well. but you don't. You keep to yourself a bit too much, or you're maybe you're ignoring, stupid people being proud. There's nothing wrong with this to me at all. I think it's very respectful to people keeping themselves and keeping their own thing and doing whatever, you're not marky to say it, you know what I mean? But like, you're keeping to yourself. And I'm still recording, I thought it died. And you're keeping to yourself, there's nothing wrong with this. But a kickle is a kickle, someone that keeps to themselves. A kickle is they have a circle, a banking system. They invented banking, you know what I mean? It's keeping in a circle. So it's not, you're not a home wrecker, you know what I mean? You're not a ghetto maker. You're not a slave driver. You're keeping to yourself. And kickle is a kike. So kike is not. Again, these words aren't bad words. They're just forgotten, misused words. I have words next. Oh, words. So fuck is a crime. You were fornicating under carnal knowledge, or fornicating, WCK, fornicating without consent of the king, or something like this. But these fuck means you're fucked. It means you're fornicating. You couldn't be more fucked. You're marked by the beast. You're fornicating under carnal knowledge. I'm not going to explain to you, because you go fuck yourself if you accidentally go fuck yourself. I told you about what I was doing. And CUNT is also another thing. It's as far as it kind of means like you chop the head off the king or something. Shit, drop my fucking pencil. And you heard something like, I'll see you in time, CUNT. Something like that. Yeah. It's like, oh, God, there's something to do with sex or something, but I'm not sure. But those curse words are kind of acronyms and weird things. And they do have a bit of an effect. They make a noise. At the end of the list, be revealed. Be revealed. Okay, it's a weird way to end it. Nietzsche, like I said, Nietzsche's third time he's made an appearance, has a great saying, saying, never become the enemy you face. Never be the enemy you so happen to duel. You'll fight the enemies in the world and never turn into that enemy, lower to your standards. Never meet with them to become your enemy. You're all revealing yourselves. So if you're hateful or cruel, or you're revealing yourselves, and it's a bit of an illusion, this world that you're in, Malchus. So you're only ever hurting yourself, really, at the end of the day, if you're using cruelty or harm or any sort of these kind of words. You're revealing yourself as what you were in an opportunity, like Willy Wonka kind of thing. I got these kids in this place, this magical little kingdom, and I'm going to let their nature be revealed. It's all about revelation, self-revelation, and think wisely. Words can harm people. Words are very like the FUCK. Words just makes a noise. That's why you use it. And other words. So watch your yoga. Be careful what you say. Do me no harm. It's a world of harm ahead of you. Not my head on the plate, baby. But yes, that's neutralization of some words. There's no such thing as badness or wickedness or evil. It's just a love and a lack of love. I don't mean to get all shelling on the matter, but there's only love and a lack of love. And all this shit is just shadows, gypsy shit. So, yep. Big good.